My name is Aphrodite Jones. As a true crime author, I take on controversial cases. I track down the story behind the story, and I won't stop until I get the truth. For the past 8 months, New York State police investigator Peter Sirigliano has been re-examining a haunting cold case. Joey Martin has been missing for the past 12 years, and now an overlooked clue gives him reason to suspect Joey may have been murdered.
There was no sign of Joey Martin. There was nothing on his Social Security activity. Although there were reported sightings throughout the country, nothing was ever confirmed. And at that point, I felt that I needed to focus my attention on that he's not alive.
The possibility appears more certain as investigator Sirigliano analyzes the statements made by Daniel Malik and Alex Barsky right after their friend Joey went missing. Both are on record as telling investigator Daniel Bien back in 1996 that after Joey failed to show up to meet them, they walked about 15 minutes into the woods to their fort by themselves.
So you asked Joey to go and you had plans, but he just didn't show up.
And he never showed up to take a walk with us in the woods.
Oh.
Daniel Malik's statement was very brief, and one of the things that he mentioned was that we were all on foot.
We were all on foot.
We were all on foot,
We were all on foot.
which means that it can't be two people.
It wouldn't be two people. Otherwise, he would have said Alex and I, or me and Alex. But he said we were all on foot.
Daniel's statement raises troubling questions, especially when combined with Alex's comments to police.
Alex said that he immediately went to bed.
I came home and went immediately right to bed.
He wouldn't say I immediately went to bed. He just would say I went home and I went to bed. The reality is he probably didn't even go to sleep that night.
Joey's family had described Alex and Daniel as being caring and supportive in the days after Joey went missing. But was this all an act?
If you hear anything, let me know.
Investigator Sirigliano now suspects Daniel and Alex had been lying the entire time. He believes they were actually with Joey that night, based on another important fact he uncovers in their statements.
They were talking about we each had a couple beers, and then we had X amount left over. And just the simple math didn't even make sense. There was about 3 or 4 beers that must have been consumed that they weren't taking ownership for.
But why is that so important?
To me, then, that said that somebody else was with them.
And that somebody was Joey Martin.